My name is Johnny Williams, and today I'm interviewing Ms. Johnson, a SAT prep teacher here at RCTCM. How are you doing today, Ms. Johnson?
I'm doing well, Johnny.
The first question of the day is, what do you recommend students do to prepare for the SAT?
Well, first, after setting your date, you want to make sure you're at least a month out. And I recommend that juniors take the SAT in the second half of their junior year and again in the first part of their senior year. And you're going to stress consistency. You don't want to cram for the SAT, and you want to set aside at least about 5 to 6 sessions a week. And use Khan Academy. That's a good free source to help you prepare for the test. You're going to even your time out. Math and the ELA portion, studying for that. And the night before the test, you want to free your mind up. Don't look at any of that stuff. And then do a little self-care. Prepare for the test. And then arrive on time in the morning. Know where you're going and make sure you have your ID and drive there. Take your time, arrive on time. And as far as preparing, you want to take at least 3 or 4 full practice tests, so you can build up your test stamina. So get used to sitting those long periods of time, so you know what the test looks like. And another thing, when you're actually taking the test, you're not penalized for guessing. So as you're taking the test, make sure you answer all of the questions. If you notice you're running out of time, just do the letter of the day. Go through, if it's A or B, just bubble in all of the answers. And those test strategies that you learned 2nd, 3rd grade, read your question, read all the answer choices, go back and then read the passage so you can read with purpose. And also, the process of elimination. Eliminate those wrong answers first, and then you go back, and those last 2, it's pretty simple to then narrow it down. And usually, you can get the best answer that way.
All right. Next up is, what are some benefits of performing well on the SAT?
Well, number 1, scholarships. And then with the scholarships, you're lowering the cost of tuition, saving you money in the long run. And then also, with more schools going back to requiring the test scores, you give yourself a better opportunity of getting into the school that you want to get into, your first choice.
All right. What are some techniques that you should use during the SAT to help you perform better?
Well, as I stated previously, you want to make sure that you use the process of elimination. And if you're running out of time, make sure you at least answer all of the questions. They give you a better chance. And also, you don't want to spend too much time on a question. If it's been more than 60 seconds, move on. Make sure you answer the easier ones first and then go back to the others. And as you're taking the test, like I said, the process of elimination helps. And then also, can't stress it enough, you're not penalized for guessing, so answer all of the test questions.
All right, and I know we asked a lot of SAT questions today, but personally, how do you enjoy your time outside of teaching?
Well, first, you have to be balanced. You got to be a whole person. So outside of school, it's not all about grading. I know, kids think, teachers are, they're always grading or always in teacher mode. So there's a little balance. So I have hobbies, friends, family. So I stay balanced. And I have hard boundaries. I don't have email on my phone, so I don't check emails outside of school. And friends, family, I have hobbies outside of school. So I stay balanced. So it's not always Miss Johnson mode. So there's two parts. There's a Deidre and there's a Miss Johnson.
All right, and the last question of the day is, how do you think teaching has impacted other parts of your life positively?
Well, first of all, I've learned to be curious, insightful, and I've patience. I'm developing more patience, and teaching keeps me young. And because being with the younger generation, I've learned, you have to be on your toes. Y'all keep me on my toes. I have to learn the new lingo and have to stay up to date. So I think that's one way it's impacting you.
Well, thank you for being here today, Ms. Johnson. I'm Johnny Williams, and have a positive White Tiger Day.